I'm Mike Bowers and I'm photographer at large for The Guardian Australia. I'm talking pictures this morning with the outgoing breakfast host at ABC Melbourne, the one and only Sammy J. Where are you outgoing to?
I'm outgoing to the country, but I'm ready to announce my candidacy for Managing Director of the ABC. And I'm also doing a national tour.
Look forward to seeing you live. Sammy, does America first mean that Australia is second?
Yeah, I've forgotten how many countries there are, probably 196th. I always think it's delightful how we like to think America thinks of us at all, but I imagine we're more like a fly that needs to be swatted away.
Lovely Brett Lethbridge, so hot right now as Peter Dutton's trying on some Trumpian headwear, you know.
This will cover up my bald spot.
Which is Liberal moderates. There's Bridget Archer under there.
Yeah, maybe more of a blind spot. I love that it's sort of the Lego hair that you can just... I would like to have that every day.
Minifigure.
Put on a different hairstyle.
I did love this Matt Golding. It's the Never Trumper and the Never Duttoner, the we of the Never Never. Hug.
Well, look, it's been a big year. We can all use a hug at some point. Can I hug you? No, not yet.
Oh, right.
Got to build up to it, right?
I did love this David Pope cartoon. It looks like Anthony Albanese is putting the O in Oval Office.
This is, I mean, we know that politics can be a dick swinging competition, but here we have a dick ringing competition instead.
There seems to be a vice on the Resolute desk, measuring the drapes. I'm sure you remember all this from last time. Yeah.
Yes, the desk ornament with his forward defence strategy in the vice looks new. I mean, who would want to be the vice in this instance?
I know, right? The incomparable David Rowe. It's got Jim Chalmers and Jerome Powell, the chair of the Fed. Trump is coming.
Yes.
He's all hot air, right. He is apparently fireproof.
Well, yeah, he's claiming he's not going anywhere. Although we do have Elon Musk riding the dragon, which I do note, I don't think there's any form of electric power here. That looks like a very gas-powered dragon to me. We got K. Rudd was here and Turnbull as well.
Yeah, yes. Speaking of K. Rudd, you met him.
I did. We also invited Coach along, and I don't know who was more confused when this photograph was being taken.
Would you bench K. Rudd?
Were the position to become vacant. I think Trump and Coach could work well together.
It was a bit of a case of Kevin, oh heaven, don't say that. Dean Alston has got the WA view with, Mr. Rudd and Mr. Cook, we've heard about the social media ban, it applies to you both.
It's always the case when legislation comes in, people ask, can we make it retrospective? But sadly, when it comes to the internet, no, we can't.
I did love this Hobart Merc. David MacArthur has got the Rudd boomerang with the Trump comments coming back to not just haunt him, but hit him.
I do note that Trump isn't anywhere to be seen in here, which sort of suggests that he does tend to forget and forgive very quickly. And certainly Ambassador Rudd can hope that is the case.
There are others.
Let he who has not made an on-like critical comment about Donald Trump cast the first boomerang.
I did love this Matt Golding. My name is Kevin and I'm here to help. The sands through the hourglass, so are the K. Rudds of our lives.
And of course, someone in Trump's coterie recently posting a meme of an hourglass in response to Ambassador Rudd. So it's not looking great.
Megan Herbert's picked up on a beautiful juxtaposition. Social media is doing real harm to our kids. We want to send a message that bullying, violence, fraudulent criminal activity and misogyny will not be tolerated. Trump wins. Thanks, Musk.
Yes. Although the implication that, Albo directly had Trump elected also suggests perhaps that he has powers outside his ability.
Yeah. As far as the social media ban goes, my son reminded me this week, he said, Dad, does Anthony Albanese know about VPNs?
Yeah, it is always glorious when a bunch of boomers try and explain the internet to kids.
Yeah. Lovely Kathy Wilcox. Kids need to get off social media so they're free to be kids again. But don't worry, your favourite gambling ads will still be on the telly. Good point. What are the odds?
What are the odds? Tell you what, I miss the glory days. I grew up in the 90s when the internet was just arriving and the worst that we could do was get caught playing Tetris.
I thought this was cartoon of the week. The Australian opposition prepares for the rapture with climate denial and he seems to be bathing in Magatonic.
Magatonic. What do you think goes into that? A bit of orange juice, maybe? Peter is looking wide-eyed as he stares at what is presumably the rump of Donald Trump, but it's quite the visceral image.
It's been a great pleasure unpicking events this week. I'll let you do the honours.
Before I do, Mike, when I'm Managing Director of the ABC, what role would you like in my cabinet?
Mate, I'm good at saving money.
Yeah, okay, well, you better go delete those tweets you wrote about me in 2016, huh? I've got a long memory.
Didn't mean
Calling me a damn sponge. How dare you? Back to you, PK.